Hi, welcome back. My name is Cole.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is CTRL-AC.
CTRL-AC is the podcast where we talk about transparency and AI bread.
I like bread.
We acquired the bread using AI. It was
Wait, what?
we kind of made AI bread. Have I told you about this?
No,
I haven't told you about
don't.
This. Yeah,
What?
We'll talk about this in a second.
Okay.
There was another little mini Apple announcement thing.
Yes, there was.
And we got like one of the most technologically advanced features I've ever seen. So they did a bunch of accessibility stuff. There's a new mode where you can talk or you can blow up your screen, and it has like apps that are huge to make your phone easier to access. That's all great. And then they have a new feature for people who are in danger of losing their ability to speak. So for people like that, there is now a feature called personal voice that can clone your voice.
That's interesting.
So in 15 minutes, you go through this whole process. There are a bunch of prompts on screen. It says, read the phrase, and there are 150 phrases. The first one says, grabbing a cup of coffee this afternoon sounds great. And you say this into your phone. You do this 150 times. And then eventually you will be able to type out something on your phone, and it reads it in your voice.
And you only have to do this once.
Yeah, and then it just has your voice cloned.
That's freaky.
This is really, really cool.
But also, is it the same phrase?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like 150 it's 150 different things. But I really want to know how accurate this is.
Because I feel like I could understand this if it grabs every vowel sound out of 150 phrases, then that's doable.
Yeah.
This would kill battery life.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work. I assume it's just done on device, like neural engine stuff, marketing. But I don't know. They're definitely going to talk about this at DubDub, which, by the way, is just 2 or 3 weeks away, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited to cover that.
But yeah, this flew under the radar just because it was a little newsroom announcement. But like, this is crazy.
This is crazy. Like, I'm interested to see the different battery life with these things, because the home screen, it's so complex compared to this assistive access one. I'm just wondering, like,
I don't know if it's always running or if it always has to like auto generate your voice every time.
All of it's really interesting.
It has to be limited to newer phones.
I'm going to guess 12 Pro and up.
Like 12 series and up maybe, but like, I don't know.
Maybe even 13, since the 15's coming out this year.
Yeah, because this is not going to run on
your 6 that you still have that you haven't updated
right.
yet.
Because it won't be able to run on that if it's done on device. If it's not done on device, then that's a kind of a privacy issue. Because then like Apple stores the clone of your voice.
And that could, especially with like some famous people, if they had like famous people's voice, they're just...
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah.
But like we already have that.
I mean, yeah, but...
UberDuck does not pose a security threat to celebrities yet, but still, this is really interesting. Second story I think is really depressing.
This is so sad. Okay. If you've had a childhood at all in the past decade, you've played Roblox sometime in your life. In the past decade.
Some of you may think it's a Minecraft spinoff. It's not.
At all. Like whatsoever.
It's its own. It looks like Minecraft.
It doesn't.
It's all blocky.
Okay, but...
Like like if you look at Roblox and you're like, oh, it looks like Minecraft. It's blocks.
Okay, sure.
Like it's all cartoony, hobbling. Like the walking animation's like the same. But it's a kid's game.
Or is it?
Or so we thought. No, it really is. It's a kid's game.
Right. The dude...
Any parent with young kids have seen Roblox charges on their credit card. Like, you have to be familiar with this if you have any kid who's like, what, 8 to 13 is what you'd think the age demographic would be.
I'd say, or like even like younger kids, like
6 to 13.
Yeah. Yeah, probably about that.
Yeah, it's a kid's game. So Roblox obviously doesn't think that. They want to push this out to as many people as possible. They said that 55% of the platform's users are older than 13.
Those
And
are
the
all a certain kind of people.
and the platform's fastest growing demographic segment is between 17 and 24 years old.
Okay, but listen, we all know these are just little kids adding their like birthday as like
Honestly,
the year
yeah.
2000. Like,
I didn't even think of that because there's an age. Is there anything that's behind like an age restricted wall though in Roblox?
purchases.
Oh.
If a parent like set up the account, then they can lock purchases. So this is either a special kind of person or kids faking there.
So little
Age.
Johnny goes and makes an account and he wants to buy stuff, so he just says he's 21,
Yeah, right. He just puts the year 2000.
which is why the age so this
Yeah.
is
This is a pretty skewed graph. It's like YouTube's age thing. Like, I don't remember whose video it was, but I was watching it. It was like my age range is like 64 to like 80. That's 100% not true.
yeah.
I think it was like Laserbeam or something.
I don't want to like insult people who are 24 years old and playing Roblox, but like it can't be right.
So that's sad. You know what else is sad? The state that doesn't exist. Montana. TikTok is banned in Montana.
We've talked about this. US really wants to ban TikTok.
Right.
Like they are passionate about this. TikTok is a possible security issue and it's banned in the state that has the like least amount of there's no point. TikTok is banned in Montana is the headline.
Yeah.
That's crazy. There's no one in Montana.
Right. Montana isn't real, guys. No. Jokes aside.
Like if Montana was banned in California, that just puts all of the cringy TikTok influencers out of business, out of work. That's huge. The law will take effect in January of 2024 unless TikTok is sold or a court blocks this rule. So it's not official yet, but
Okay. Listen, hear me out. What's stopping the CEO of TikTok to opening a corporation in America, funneling their money through, like just making it an American-based company, and then selling TikTok to it?
I don't know.
Like, if I was in this scenario, that's what I would do. And realistically, if they still want to sell their data to the other parent company, they could still do that.
I mean, the question now is this infringing on your First Amendment right? Is this infringing on your right to free speech?
Right.
So I don't know. There would have to be like cold hard evidence that TikTok is a threat to national security.
Which in the court hearing, they didn't prove.
Right. At this point, it's not. That hasn't been proven. Like, Charlie D'Amelio is not going to give up U.S. military secrets that will... Like, it's not that big of a threat.
I mean, obviously, TikTok has its problems. There is, like, data problems, but realistically, all of those are solvable.
And I think a lot of them are alleged. I don't think we have cold, hard evidence yet that incriminates them 100%. So anyway, I guess if you're going to start in Montana. It's the easiest to get done.
Next is Ohio. Okay, so quick little story. The Beats just dropped new headphones, surprisingly.
Beats Studio Buds Plus are their newest AirPod Pro rivaling headphones. These have the H2 chip. So...
But guess what? We're back in the 90s.
Yeah,
it's got a transparent case, and it's kind of like the Nothing Ear ones. If only we had these, like... When's the iMac G3 come out?
Oh, a while ago.
That was like, what, 90s? Like, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, this would have been nice.
And it's not just like cheap see-through plastic. It's like actually transparent to where you can see like the speaker driver, the battery in the case, everything.
It actually looks pretty cool. I would get these if I didn't have AirPods.
A transparent MacBook.
Okay, listen, hear me out. Special edition MacBook. We need like iFixit to come out with like a new just a like custom case.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. But yeah,
with ports.
These are interesting. They got a Verge score of 8. They're $170, so not super expensive. They're better, like, overall, they're just better than the, like, regular Studio Buds. The case is cool. They're a lot better than the old Studio Buds and voice calls, which is fairly important for new headphones that are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really
so
all
the
that bad.
audio quality is clear?
Yeah, right. That's crazy. But they're not all that bad. They obviously, for $80 less, they're not going to be as good as second-gen AirPods and noise canceling and transparency, obviously. Since Apple owns Beats, you would think they would do their little flippy case thing, like their little
right.
But it doesn't offer like any of the proprietary stuff. So I guess these are more of like tuned towards people who don't aren't fully in the Apple ecosystem, but Windows laptops, Androids.
Yeah, because this will work really well with Android too, because you have an app and stuff. But it also has the H2 chip for your iPhone. So
there's no wireless charging. Oh no, who wirelessly charge the AirPods? Like realistically, if you're buying $180 AirPods or $170 headphones.
I always think that it's gonna be nice, but it's so slow. And usually, when my AirPods are actually dead, I need them charged quickly.
So I plug these in 5 minutes before we leave.
I just plug them in.
Yeah, and there's no in-ear detection, but that's not really a big deal. I don't use that anyways.
I always pause it before I take it out of my ear.
Just like click it and then grab it.
Yep.
But yeah, pretty cool. Interesting. So it's also interesting.
So speaking of headwear, we talked about the Dyson air purifying headphones a while back. Marquez reviewed them. Marquez reviewed them. He spent $1,000 plus tax and shipping of his own money to buy these awful looking things.
He is really just dropping thousands of dollars on things.
He spent
that do
$40
nothing.
grand on a sealed iPhone.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of recap his review because it's really, really interesting. As headphones, he said they're pretty good. The build quality is phenomenal. It's all metal. The cushions are really nice. The sound is decent. The app is really good. The ANC is all right. They're good headphones. He said he would pay $300 to $400 for the headphones, but they're not $300 to $400. They're $1,000,
right?
Because there's a built-in air purifier. The battery life is 40 hours when you're just listening, and then you turn on the air purifying, and it goes to 2 hours.
What is it not just a drop-down filter?
No, so it has fans on the side that spin and filter the air and propels it through the mouthpiece in front of your face. So there's like a constant stream of air running in front of your nose.
Does it cool the air? Because if it cools the air, these softball tournaments are about to be crazy.
I would think so, but it only lasts 2 hours.
just have it plugged into the wall.
It looks so bad though.
They look so bad. I would never buy these.
So then he had a guest in the video. Guest is Dr. Mike, YouTube's biggest doctor. And he was basically, Marquez asked him, is this good? Because like pollen,
is this good?
Filtration and stuff, is this like medically good? And he said, yeah, like to an extent, it's fine. Because like it's filtering the air. But he said you could also filter out more bad stuff by wearing a mask and normal headphones and saving $600.
Right.
If you're that concerned about like pollution and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He also said he listed a study that talked about the number of deaths from air pollution. Mm-hmm. And it was less than the number of deaths from an accident as a result of being distracted. And he said, you know what distracts you? Active noise cancellation walking down a street. So he said you're literally more likely to die because of the ANC than from the polluted air you're breathing. Like the whole thing doesn't make sense. But look, if you have that much money, go for it.
Like it's literally just a flex. There's nothing else.
Go for it. You will have the cleanest air of anyone on the street.
But you won't. Well, because the people wearing the mask will have cleaner air than you.
Depending on your city.
I feel like this would be bad too because like you breathe in things, your body's slowly building up tolerances to things. So if you're just constantly breathing in filtered air, your body's gonna the tolerances to like like bacteria and stuff will slowly decrease, and you'll get sick easily.
Dr. Mike also said that just that air thing dries out your nose, literally making it easier for you to catch something while walking down the street. Like it's not. There's no value to it. There's no health value. Like it's just $1,000 to
flex.
Not even to flex. It's embarrassing.
It is. They look stupid. I'd be like, I think I would. I don't even know what I would do if I saw somebody wearing them. I'd be like, oh, interesting.
It's like the $700 Mac Pro wheels.
Right.
Right? Like, no one's going to buy them, and the company knows that. It's literally just to make headlines, which they did. We're talking about it. So, mission accomplished.
Because we're headlines.
Yes.
Alrighty, Andrew. I don't know this story. So, AI bread, what's that about?
So, my dad got access to Bard.
Did he really?
Yes. Oh. So, he's been messing with that the past couple days. He typed in to the prompt box, give me a recipe for cinnamon bread.
Okay.
It gave him a recipe with directions and stuff, and he made it.
Okay.
He made AI bread.
Was it good?
It was awful.
Do you have a sample?
I think we may, but it was the most awful bread I've ever had. It was like this spongy, like, but wet. Like it wasn't.
It's a skill issue, actually.
It was awful. It was awful.
Skill issue.
No, he's really good at. He's really good at making bread. Like he has his own recipe for cinnamon bread, and he was like, "This is nothing like it." But it was weird.
We should do a little competition one day for maybe. What if we did for our 1 year anniversary of our podcast? We did a little AI versus AI. Like different things.
We should ask ChatGPT and Bard to give us a recipe for like chocolate chip cookies or something.
We're gonna do that.
Make it. That's gonna be fun. So we're gonna take a break. When we get back, we will talk about VR and the Tesla robot making a return. Control-AC is sponsored by The Complete Backyard. The Complete Backyard is a custom outdoor living space design and build company. So basically, you give them your vision for your dream outdoor living space, and they will build it. Whether it's a pool, kitchen, cabana, pergola, hot tub, pretty much anything. They will build it for you, and you will love it. For a consultation, you can go to thecompletebackyard.com. So cool. You know how when you're in a car on a road trip,
right?
Your parents roll the windows down, and you like put your hand outside the window and like pretend it's a plane,
right?
So what if that was VR?
Oh, I don't like that.
So apparently, Mark Zuckerberg thinks that people want AI and VR in their car. So Meta and BMW have teamed up to create an Oculus game where you can fly a plane outside your car window as a passenger and like fly it through the sky.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has a bunch of sensors. It uses sensors on the car too, in addition to the Oculus ones.
Right.
So that you can actually like fly the plane next to your car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
It's kind of cool. There are like coins and obstacles, and you like move your thing up and...
It's like a little Flappy Bird game, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
But with a plane.
But is there an audience for this? Probably not.
201,000 likes on Instagram for it. He's also a robot lizard, but anyways.
True. But anyway, if you've been waiting for this is another time BMW's been like... Because remember at Dub Dub 2 years ago when Apple introduced the smart key for your car?
Yeah.
Or was that last year? It was fairly recent. It was iOS 15, so 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
But they said they're partnering with BMW, so you can have your car key in your wallet app. You can like send it to people and unlock your BMW with your iPhone. And then it never really rolled out, and no one cares about it now.
Yeah.
Same with this.
It's just another vaporware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's BMW again. This is going to be a paid subscription in your BMW. After you buy the heated seats or whatever.
That was Audi, wasn't it? Or was that BMW?
That was BMW.
Oh. Maybe it's like a special package, like it has like a little drop down VR from the
kids game package you add on for $1,000. Okay.
So a little while ago, we talked about VR with the what was it, the Meta Pro, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about like how the VR ecospace would change if Apple did a headset.
And they have. We've talked about this. It's rumored to come out in a couple weeks at DubDub.
Yeah.
So we should see this very soon. The co-founder of Oculus and the primary inventor of the Oculus Rift actually tweeted out, the Apple headset is so good. So I guess this means he's seen it. I don't know if he works on this. I don't think. Oh, it says, then again, he's also a documented internet troll. So this may be fake, but for an Oculus co-founder to like approve the Apple headset, we'll see this hopefully in a couple weeks. If the actual headset gets announced at DubDub, that would be kind of crazy.
That would be cool.
I would assume they're going to announce the VR software so developers can get like all of the games and stuff ready and then release it in the fall. But I'm excited for this. It's supposed to be $2,500 since it's like an 8K 120 hertz display.
There's that.
Strapped to your face with an M2 chip. But I really want to try this, whether it's an Apple store or some kind of demo thing. This is going to be like the best iteration of VR yet. Hopefully, ideally. We have a new video of the Tesla robot. Remember that?
I do.
A while ago,
Mm-hmm.
Tesla announced a robot.
Is this Elon's girlfriend or wife or whatever?
No.
Oh, did you see that tweet?
No.
It basically said, my robot wife is almost done, and it was him dancing with a robot.
Well.
Our world is ending, basically, guys. So, get your backyard before it ends.
The Tesla robot exists. The video showcases its motor torque control and walking and picking stuff up. So it shows it can pick up a ball. This is revolutionary. This is going to replace your job, Cole.
Why does it look like that?
It's goofy looking, and they also show it in front of a bunch of Cybertrucks. Two things in one video that are never going to see the light of day. Are you watching the video?
I am.
Yeah, is that the motor torque control thing?
It's just a
leg jumping. And then it can crack an egg or whatever.
No, it can like stand on an egg without cracking it.
It's kind of cool. This
is something that I could like imagine MIT making.
Yeah,
like
or Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, like as a side project, like a little like project that they did, not Tesla.
They should put these in Tesla taxis.
That would be terrifying. I would never get in one of those. Well, that's dumb. I don't like.
Unless it was like powered by a 4060 or something. Speaking of the new 4060.
So there are 3 of them announced. Okay, so there is the RTX 4060 with 8 gigs of RAM, the 4060 Ti with 8 gigs of RAM, and they'll be having a higher priced by $100 4060 Ti with 16 gigs of RAM. Basically what they did with the 3080, 3070.
Yes.
But it looks like it's got really good performance from the charts, but
it's only $299.
That in itself is a good $299 for quadruple an RTX 2060 price, twice the RTX 3060 performance for.
It's twice 3060 performance for $299
in most games, yeah, and like Flight Sim, it's like over double performance. In Hitman 3, it has a little bit less than half performance, maybe like a third. F1 2022, maybe probably another third more performance.
It's outperforming 2060 Super.
Well, I would hope so. That card came out like 5 years ago.
By a lot.
Oh yeah, like not even close. It's actually weird. Microsoft Flight Simulator perform almost identical between the 3060 and 2060. Which, if that doesn't tell you something. Cyberpunk.
Is this gonna sell out like crazy?
Oh, this is gonna be in every budget computer building video from like here on out. This is probably one of the best price performance card I've seen for a while, and the 4060 Ti is even better.
So this would be in Linus's like
2023 build or 2024 starting build guide.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Linus.
This is so sad, guys.
So Linus Tech Tips, one of the biggest tech empires on YouTube, he like scared his entire fan base.
All 20 million of them.
All 20 million of them. He
across 6 channels.
Posted a video that says, "I'm stepping down." And then the thumbnail is him waving with the text, "It's time."
So, backstory. I think it was like 2 years ago on the WAN show, or 2 or 3 years ago. It was during COVID. On the WAN show, he said the title of the episode was, "I'm retiring."
Mm-hmm.
This scared so many people.
Or no, I'm thinking of retiring.
Or that's right. Yeah. This terrified all of his community, obviously. But turns out it was just him contemplating life. But this time it's a little different. People thought it was just going to be a repeat
Which was memed out of existence, by the way.
Yeah.
Him sitting in that awful room with
Yeah. They made a mouse pad out of it. They just embraced the meme. But people thought this was going to be like basically the same thing, but like actually happening. But it was just him stepping down from CEO of the company. So
he's no longer the CEO of LMG. He's like the chief vision officer now is his new title. But he's still going to be in the same number, if not more videos. So we're not going to lose.
You know what I would really like to do? I would like to get an interview with him and ask like, if anything like specific. Like we're going to try to get an interview with him one of these days.
He'll have more time now.
Exactly.
He's Linus, if you're listening, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And then on the other side of tech YouTube, we have Marquez. Marquez posted a video from Google I/O.
Right.
He was trying out a demo for a new Google product that was apparently released a while ago. I had never heard of it, but it's actually real, and they're starting to not start production, but like reinvest back into it. So basically it's called Google Project Starline, and it is a virtual video call. It looks like this.
Okay.
It's a screen with a bunch of cameras and sensors that lets you have a video call with someone, and the screen is basically 3D.
That's cool. So it's kind of like Asus's 3D laptop, but bigger. Yeah,
so you can sit down and interact with a person, and it looks like they're sitting right there.
Yeah.
Using a bunch of Google AI stuff. But this is kind of 2 years too late, 2 or 3 years too late. This would have been really successful during the pandemic, but...
Yeah, for real. 2 years ago, guys, this would have been like booming. It's
also kind of weird because this requires you to have the whole screen, which no one's going to have sitting in their house just for video calls.
I mean, if you were like a genuine work from home, like CEO of a company or something, like this would be extremely helpful, I feel like.
Yeah, laptop cameras aren't phenomenal, so we've never really had a great option for video calling, but I don't see a demand for this.
I feel like this is just another like, I don't want to say like.
It's a cool demo.
Yeah.
But like no one's on FaceTime and saying, "I wish I could sit down in front of $1,000 screen and see you in 3D."
This is a rich CEO who has a lot of money and can flaunt their 3D display.
Yeah, this is Sundar's at his vacation home.
This is
wants to video call with his team from a beach.
This is for the Elons and the Mark Zuckerbergs, and
this is not a normal person thing.
Dad, listen, hear me out.
That was episode 36. We are really close to Dub. I'm really excited because that kicks off tech season.
And that kicks off the 1 year of us doing this already.
Yes, that should be a great episode. iOS 17 has a bunch of leaks, and it said it should be a pretty big upgrade.
Maybe it'll fix the stupid bugs.
I hope so. I hope macOS gets like a little more not Stage Manager stuff. And then we'll see Reality OS or whatever that's called. Yeah. Should be fun. In the meantime, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or Linus Tech Tips, you can reach out to us on Twitter. I'm at UtterlyDrew.
And I am at ColeWWWeb.
And we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.